Whenever we're selling beef out of our butcher shop, people would come in and say, "I'm scared to cook this. I'm scared to cook wagyu. I don't want to screw it up." What are some quick tips you can tell people when they buy a wagyu steak, whether it be an F1 cross, a full blood, or even A5? How should they cook it? What are some things that they should look for or listen for when it hits the pan?
Well, I mean, the first thing is don't put it on the grill.
Don't grill it. Don't
say
grill
that
it
all the time, dude. I know.
Because it'll just end up with a big fireball. I mean, the first thing I would tell people is that actually Wagyu is probably more forgiving than any other beef you're going to get. So there's a much wider range of temperatures at which it's going to still taste great. Mm-hmm. So if it's slightly undercooked, it's slightly overcooked, it's still going to taste amazing because it'll stay tender, it'll stay juicy, even if you accidentally overcook it. So I think really what you're looking for is minimal seasoning so that you can taste the meat. So even just salt, maybe salt and a little pepper if you want pepper, but
just salt.
Just salt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What kind of salt?
Kosher salt. I mean, something you can sprinkle evenly.
Yes. Diamond crystal.
Yeah, diamond crystal or more, whatever, But something you can sprinkle evenly and get it on there. You can use any kind of pan, but generally you want something kind of heavy that's gonna hold heat. It can be stainless, it could be cast iron. But I think one difficult thing for people is gauging pan temperature. So I think if you do, you don't need to add fat, but it is sometimes useful, I find, to just get like a paper towel, rub a little fat in the pan so that it acts as sort of like a temperature gauge for you. Okay. So that okay, if I'm seeing like faint wisps of smoke here, then it's like the pan's at like 375.
Ready
if
to
it's
go.
Smoking heavily, it's at like 450. And so I would say, rub in like a very, very thin layer of oil, just enough that it'll give you an indication of the pan temperature. Totally. And then when it's starting to very lightly smoke, then I think that's when you put in your steak. And you want to hear it. You want to hear it sizzle. You want to hear the fat rendering right from the start, and you want to get good browning. But depending on the thickness of the steak, you're going to want to change the temperature. So a thicker steak, you can start with that hot pan, get a little browning, but then bring the temperature down, so that you don't overcook the outside before you cook through to the middle. But a thinner steak, you can keep the heat up the whole time.